Harold Steele, and I am Murray's younger brother by 4 years. We were 3 brothers, having lost our oldest, Izzy, in 2001. I live in New York, and Murray and I talk to each other every week, so from Monday to Tuesday, and we exchange bits of information, filling in on family and general matters in 10 to 15 minutes. We finish with, I love you, and he retorts with, I love you more. So, I don't argue. With regards to this present happening, he admonished me with a keep it short, keep it simple, not always easy. I'm the only one here who can speak of my brother's younger years. He grew up before TV, antibiotics, frozen food, air conditioners, credit cards, and ballpoint pens. In our era, people married first and then lived together. We never heard of FM radio or tape. A chip meant a piece of wood. Hardware meant hardware, and software was unheard of. Things made in Japan at that time meant junk. As a matter of fact, there was a town or an area named in Japan called Yusan, USA, and it was an attempt to decoy with things because there was an anti-Japanese feeling. It worked for a while. Pizza, McDonald's, and instant coffee was unheard of. For 5 cents, you rode on a streetcar or a subway, and you made a phone call, bought a Pepsi, or mail a letter and 2 postcards for a nickel. A new Chevy cost $600 if you could afford it. It would be great because the gasoline was only 11 cents a gallon. Smoking was fashionable. Grass was mowed, Coke was a cold drink, and pop was what you cooked. We were also the last generation that was so dumb as to think you needed a husband to have a baby.
I didn't know about that one.
With this as a background, I put something together with a few poems and anecdotes, and I'd like to start with a small poem called Bugsy Siegel. My brother loved me as I loved him, so it's time for me to reveal a happening. It's okay because it doesn't change a thing. I was still in my high chair. He, young enough not to know what he wanted to be. He picked up a dead bug on the windowsill, fed it to me, and watched in anticipation, waiting to see some sort of reaction. The apology didn't come for decades. It was something I didn't even remember happening. And just that I'm sorry was good enough. My oldest brother and I took the more common academic high school route, while Murray went to the Manhattan High School of Aviation. He would come home with airplane wing ribs that he fabricated in the school workshop and oddly shaped metal containers. He learned the basics of the aviation business and he loved it. But even being full-time in school, he managed to work part-time, such as delivering Western Union telegrams, even the singing variety. He delivered mother's milk to Family House on weekends. He built a shoebox for home use and tried to use it on Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn, but Papa put a mix on that. Being motivated and mechanical, he built a photography grid printing box and an enlarger in our basement next to the coal bin. I remember using it myself. He painted a sign, IMH, Printing and Developing Company, IMH, Israel, Murray, and Harold. But we did no business because it was a bad location. Summertime, he got a job in the famous Catskills as a busboy and then a waiter, a rite of passage. He worked very hard, and to prevent weight loss, he would sneak a glass or two daily of heavy sweet cream, rinsing quickly the film from the glass so the menacing boss wouldn't see anything amiss. Time now for another poem called My Smart Brother. No wonder he went into active architecture. He knew his physics. It was the days of the Depression, where a little money went a long way. 7 Kaiser rolls for 10 cents, and a Friday night movie included Depression dishware. The carnival came to town. My brother said we should go. He of 9 and me of 5. His plan was simple enough. Go to the rides that spin around, jackets go flying, and so does the money. Dig around this area, he said, and so I did. Wow, it was a bonanza. Pennies, nickels, dimes, and a rare quarter donated by the moving masses. Maybe $1 or $2 all told, enough to get sick on, with hot dogs and French fries. I can still taste the feeling of victory. Upon graduating from high school in 1942 at 17, he got a job at the Sikorsky helicopter plant in Deep River, Connecticut. He came home weekends, but the war gnawed at him, and he began to pressure Papa to allow him to enlist in the Air Force. Papa, being from the old country and the old school, argued back with a wait till you're breath. But Maury persisted, and one weekend he gave Papa a bizarre choice. Either let him enlist or he will ride his bicycle to Deep River. Not a very grown-up alternative. Papa held fast, and lo and behold, Maury did indeed pedal his bike well over 100 miles back to Deep River on not very good roads. Eventually, he was allowed to enlist, trained, got his wings, became an officer, trained on a B-29 to go on Japan, where the United States dropped the atomic bomb, thus ending his military career. Now it's time for my last poem called Twin Beds. We 3 brothers, from 4 to 10, shared one of twin beds, the other being used by itinerant Russians, cousins all, men or women, as part of the stopover using our underground network before going on to greater glory. The other bed was ours to handle as we saw fit. Space was adequate but tight, and so sleep time involved Maury's rules. Number 1 favorite position meant we 3 turn to the left, and we slightly bent into a slight fetal position. Number 2 favorite position meant a 180-degree sweep to the right, done with Olympic-like precision. Number 3 favorite position was straight up, no deviation, no departure. How we were when we awoke, that's another poem. I think I kept it short and simple. Maury, you are 81 with you. Nothing about you is getting older except a few of your jokes and stories. And I suggest you keep telling them. Your calling has been accomplished. Our mission is to shower you with love and gratitude. Let me conclude by saying, may you only know the peace and joy that comes with a life well lived.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Harold and Murray, brothers. Wonderful. Yes. Great job, great job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to sit back, relax. Your first course is about to be served.